for another Faith Windows junk mail kit. This one is going to be from a trifold piece of junk mail. Let me quickly walk you through this. Now, I had only 2 of these chewy and I needed to make a third one. So the chewy is just a trifold. But you can take one that you might get in the mail that's there's 4. I mean, it'd be nice to do that, but it's the only other one that I have with this size. So if you don't have junk mail that are the sizes for these, make it out of manila folders. I'm just showing you how to use the junk mail that hopefully comes to your house. I get all this. And we're going to make a fun little book with it is what we're working on, okay? So what is the size of this one? And I find this works really well with my digital kit. It is a little bit less than 5, and I think it's 7. Yeah, it's right at 7, okay? So about a 5 by 7. So again, if you don't have this as junk mail, go right ahead and make one with a manila folder, which will work. This is what I envision for this kit. We are going to, let me move that over there. I wanted to show you. I'm going to cut the envelopes and you're going to get to watch me. So this one, I'm going to have a opening. Okay, we're going to do a slide into the window envelope on the front. I'm going to close this off. So that's what you're going to see on the front. You would flip that open and then, whoops, still got the glue on it. Flip that back open. And on the inside, what you get is, we're going to trim both of these envelopes. So there's going to be pieces of the envelope left, and we are just going to use them. This piece came off of this window envelope. We're going to use that as a pocket. This piece came off the front one, and we're going to use that as a pocket also. Okay, so we would make sure that these are sealed on the side. And I will do the same with this one. Okay, now I am not going to punch a notch or the circle in it because it's much easier to do that once you've covered it with your decorative papers. I think that works a lot better. So let's go backwards now. These are the 2 pieces I'm going to show you we're going to cut off. So in this one, as I mentioned then, so you're going to have the window on the front, then this one in here will flip up. And I haven't decided. I think what I might do is put some like writing paper on this part. That might be really fun. And then you have pockets on both sides. I don't have anything on this at this moment in my brain. Okay. So what do we do with the envelope? So I've taken 2 of those window envelopes that I've shown you that I bought in from Amazon. Okay. And if you need the link, just let me know and I can put the link in there. And what we've done for the front, okay, is you can see that I basically turned it around to cut it, which is what I'm going to do. So it's like this, okay? We're going to trim this part off. And how much did I trim it? It ended up being 5.5. So let's put a little mark, 5.5, which is right about there. I'm sorry if you're hearing my dogs. My dog goes to daycare and she came home with kennel cough, and so now I have these little dogs coughing around here, which is not fun. So I apologize. Let's see. But they're my babies. So I hope they're on medicine. Okay, so we're going to cut that like that. And then as I showed you, we're going to then trim this piece off also. So let's go ahead and trim that off. We don't need that. So then this is going to be like that, and our insert will go in there. And I'm going to seal this. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on that, and that will be sealed on the bottom then. So let's just put a little bit of glue. And now it's sealed. That will be what's on the front with a pocket for this direction. Now, you see the part that I just cut off. Yeah, I just cut that off. Okay, that's what we're going to use on the inside. So go ahead and seal them. And we're going to save that, and that will go in the inside as I just talked about, okay? Now, the middle one, we are going to cut it so that it attaches on the top. So here's how I cut that one. I measured that, And we're going to put a mark, and then I'll tell you the dimension. And that one is 6 3/4 is where I cut this one off. So let's go ahead and trim that one. And that gives us just enough for it to hang over. And then there we go. There's our other pocket. So 2 envelopes make this whole thing, okay? And then we're just going to fold it a little bit because it's going to be attached on there. Let's go ahead and seal this. And then we'll decide where we're going to do an opening. So if it flips up, maybe we could do it. Let's see, if I have it flip up, I think we are going to have a side pocket. So let's go ahead and just trim that then. And again, when you do that to make an opening, you want just a hair, which is all we did. Okay, so now it's open. So there will be a opening right there. That's in the middle. So you've got those, okay? So there are the parts for this really fun junk mail envelope project. What I've gone ahead and done, as I do with all of my Faith Windows kits, is I've cut out everything. They're all in little stacks. You probably can't really, let me see, you can see a little bit of it. Basically, I've cut everything out. I've edged everything. I've trimmed everything. So it's all ready to go. And this time I cut out all 7 of the verses because they're a little bit different this time, because there's a title, then there's the verse, and then there's some reflection. And you can, I have enough space in there, you could trim that off if you didn't want the reflection on the front and put the reflection on the back of a tag or one of the cards, and then do your journaling around there. So there's lots of personalization in this kit. So you saw how I made this. We're going to do a trifold. Remember how I just walked you through that. And I've gone ahead and played with what do I want in my windows to show. And I decided that I want the colorful people praying on the front, okay? And then when you open it, you'll see, no, this one would be there. I'm just going to have some backgrounds on there. Open that, and then you see the word pray with the first verse. And then we'll have the 2 tuck spots on either side, right? So that's my plan for now. Let's go ahead and start covering the junk mail piece that we're going to use. The reason I showed you this, because I want you to think a little bit ahead. When this is going to be on the cover, right? So I auditioned a couple pieces of paper saying, what do I like? Because I am going to trim that out, not leave it white. And what would I like this to be on? And so I love the circles, but when I put this on the circles, I realized you're not going to see any of the circles. It's going to be totally covered, so that didn't work. Then this kind of worked. This one kind of worked. They all work. It's just your preference, okay? And then I liked this one with the green and yellow. But I think what I've settled on is I'm going to do my cover with this, with the big circle in the corner. I'm going to start with that. That's what I'm planning, okay? So how to start that, I'm going to open it this way. I'm going to put my glue down, and we're going to do a wrap like I did with the last Faith Windows kit, which works really, really well. It helps you get the most of your paper. And I'm very excited about this Faith Windows journey because it's about prayer. And you've seen me and heard me talk about what's that going to look like for us. And this time I'm having you make your book first, and then we're going to walk through the Bible study, where I've been doing the Bible studies first. So see how I'm going to wrap that around, and then I'll collage the rest that I need over here. So let's get that good, nice and glued to the edges. I'm going to wrap the paper. There we go. That works excellent. And then I'm going to use my ruler and just go ahead and tear that. Let's just tear that off. And we'll open this back up and use it. There we go. So see how nice, oh, that's going to be really cool. I like that. I like that color scheme around there. Let's go ahead. Now we can actually turn this. Look, we could turn this way to cover just this little inside edge. It's all about, it's like a giant puzzle, right? Yes, it's a big puzzle, Diane. And just, you place your papers any way you want. We're collaging and puzzle piecing. I guess that's what I would say we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and line that one up. Oops, I went a little bit too far. There we go. We've got the glue on that piece. And now we are going to pull this back, and then we'll trim that off. There we go. And we'll trim that one off too. Save all those little pieces because they work when we're wrapping and covering the covers. Okay, that looks good. Let's save that one. Now, on the inside, remember what we talked about. This is going to be what you're going to see. So, what colors do we want? I'd like that to be over on this side. So, do I want to wrap that this way and then fold it? You know, that actually might work. Let's try that. It's all an experiment and having fun. Make sure you use really good glue. The problem with using Elmer's, yes, it's inexpensive, but after 20 years of making faith art kits, nothing more sad when I go to pull one out of my closet and open it up and all the stuff is falling apart because the glues that I used in those days they weren't the best glue. I was more into, you know, just it's inexpensive. I'll just put whatever glue. Well, I've learned that lesson. So now, as I tell everybody, get yourself some really good stick glue and some good wet glue, because all the time and energy that you put into making this, you don't want it to fall apart. I mean, that's the last thing you want to have happen. And if you look at the cost of Prit, I know a lot of people say, oh, it's just way expensive. When I first looked at it, yes, if you look at the per stick price, it does look a lot more expensive than maybe you want to spend. However, I realized that if you buy a package of multiples, like 10, 5 or 10 off of Amazon, you get a much better deal and you're much happier. So your cost per stick goes way, way down, and it becomes like $2 or $3 a stick. Well, okay, how much do you pay for Elmer's? You almost pay $2 for a stick. So do you see what I'm saying? The cost per stick ends up not being what you think it is. So now let's get the fold back on there. So it's up to you. You do what you need to do. Just, like I said, trying to teach from my experience. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Now this one, I think I am going to go ahead. Do we want the lighter color? No, I think we should just put that there. It would look fun. Okay, let's measure that. I think it would be smarter to tear it. I normally don't. You know, I always say that. Be really careful, because when I cut it and then it doesn't work, I get all upset. Let's see if I can make this work. Let's see if I can get it straight enough. Here, so here's what Diane will do. I'm gonna use this mat for lining things up. Let's do that, right? So I know that part's straight now, and now if I make this, that looks pretty good. Yes, that should perfectly fit there. And look, it does. Oh my gosh, I'm excited that I actually made it work. Okay, let's go ahead and put that down. So the fun part happens once we get all of the junk mail covered up, then we get to play, don't we? And make it fun and add all of our embellishments. Okay, so that's looking good. Oh yes, that looks really nice. Maybe we should just go ahead. I think what I'm going to do is just cover all the parts. Then I don't have to really think about it again. That's the middle, that's the back, and that's the back. So we'll just cover these last two. And look how good we've done. It's not even 10 minutes yet. Yes. Okay, now the fun part's going to be, like I said, I love these circles. So if you remember, this goes in here, and I didn't have any pocket or anything on there. So I think I want to put the circles right there because you're going to get the full effect of the circles. Yes. Okay, I like that idea. Yes, that's my idea. So I'm going to open this back up, lay it out that way, get lots of glue on it. And hopefully you get all this junk mail. I used to throw all this stuff away until just a couple months ago. And then I realized, oh wow, look at this. I had all these trifolds and these really fun pieces that came in the mail. And I went, wait, why are you throwing that away, Diane? Just cover it. Because I had been saving the envelopes. That wasn't a deal. That was a big thing. That was an easy thing to do. And then I said to my neighbor, who gets a ton of junk mail, I said, can you save some of that for me? So he brought over a big bag for me just recently, and which is really nice. And here's why for me. I need to have 2 of whatever I use. Why do you need to have 2, Diane? Because I want to make one, right, with that piece of junk mail. But then I also need to keep one as a template so that, I don't know about you, but if later on I go, I have no idea. I have no idea how I remember how I did that. So now my new thing for all the Faith windows is I have a little container. Oh yes, isn't that beautiful? Of my templates. And I write the name on it like, yes, that's for this one. Oh, that's for that one. Okay, let's save that for the front part. And then we've got this one. Oh, look how gorgeous. That is going to be, yes. So tell me which version of the Power of Prayer kit you like. Maybe you like both of them. So this is the bright kit, and then you'll watch other videos when I use what I call the soft kit, the blue and the flowers. I like both of them. I think they're for different people, to be honest. I think each kit, I think you could make this and give this to a young person. I think you could make this one and give it to a guy. Just, I don't know, it's not feminine, it's just bright and fun. So that's why I decided to make 2 versions of these, because the message is so powerful. I want people to join the challenge, the prayer challenge. And so I don't want to eliminate people. So that's why I thought I'll just make 2 kits. So there's 2 kits available. So let me know. Whoops. Gotta get that up there. Let me know which one you like, or do you like both, and how are you going to use them? Oh, this is so gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm loving the colors. Yes, yes, yes. Happy days, happy days. This is beautiful. I'm going to stop for a second, and I am going to edge everything. You know what? I went through my Ranger ink the other day because my girlfriend was here, and she was using my ground espresso over on the other table. And I went, I need another really dark one. And I forgot that I bought Scorched Timber when it came out, I think earlier this year. And so I pulled it out, and I went, oh my gosh. It's not black, but it like resembles a black. So I think Scorched Timber is going to be my go-to now. Look how quick it does a nice dark edge. And why do we want to edge everything? I'll say it again, because it gives it a 3-dimensional aspect. You're drawing your eye into the page, the ephemera, whatever. So Scorched Timber, that's what I'm using today. Hopefully you'll enjoy it and you'll like it. Now, if you are looking to buy some Tim Holtz ink pads, I haven't said anything for a while because I forgot I haven't bought anything for a while. I totally recommend joggles.com. They always have things on sale, especially all the Ranger stuff, okay? And most of the, 99% of the time, everything is in stock. So you get a discount on it, and then obviously you can get free shipping if you buy $50, I think is what she does, a $50 one. But with Tim Holtz products, so you're gonna save $1 or $2. Well, if you're trying to add to your collection of distress inks, see, I've been collecting them for a very long time. I only need the brand new ones that come out. I don't need any of the old colors. That's the place to go. Joggles, JOGGLES.com. Okay? Look how pretty that is. Beautiful. The other thing that makes this gorgeous is, I'll say it again, I print all of my graphics from my digital kits on koala double-sided matte. Here, I'm just going to grab it because I talk about it all the time. Here you go. So now you can see it. Koala double-sided matte photo paper. For all the regular papers, I do the 32 pound. When I tell you to use cardstock for the cards and the tags and things like that, get the exact same one, but get the 48 pound. Okay, so you get 100 sheets in this one. You get 110 in that one. And if your printer prints double-sided, you're really lucky. Mine doesn't. But anyway, this is it. Koala double-sided matte photo paper. That's how, if you see in my, in the video, when you're looking at the video and you look at my colors and then you look at your colors, and if your colors are kind of washed out, what happens is the ink sits on this clay coating and it looks just like a photograph. That's why the paper is just like so awesome. Okay, look how far we got, and it's only 16 minutes. Yes, we got the whole thing covered. So now we are going to do our pieces. And we could do, like I did in the other one that I just finished, the number 7 Faith Windows kit. I ended up leaving it white, and I went and used some stencils. Could do that, or I could cover it with all these little pieces of leftovers. Okay, well, let's try the 2 parts first. Let's cover them and see what we have left as far as papers go. Oh, yuck. Okay, that one is going to be, that one would go on there. Ooh, I love this. Let's see, where would we put this? It's going to be over there on the inside. So the blue covering that shorter pocket would be gorgeous. Let's do that. So this is part of the envelope, remember, that we cut, and it will be glued down. So we're just covering the top of it, and it creates a little pocket. So we're using all of our envelope pieces. So let me get this lined up. There we go. Make sure your envelope was sealed, just so it makes it easier to flip in and out of. This I can use my ruler, Diane. It will work. It will work. Well, it just makes it tough when I'm trying to do it from this end. That's okay. No, it's not working, Diane. Just use your, here, from this direction I can do it, because I have enough of a part sitting there. It was that top that I didn't. Okay, let's just edge that because it got a little raggedy. Yes, that one's pretty. So do we want to do the notch or do we want to do the half circle? Because it's circles, maybe I want to do a circle. I think I'm going to do a circle. So we're going to do a circle notch. Let's do that because I think that will work well, mimicking the circles in the designs. And that worked well. So if you'll notice, if you've been doing any of my other Faith Window kits, this kit is a little bit different. I removed some of the tags and I put more cards in there. Oh, yes, isn't that stunning? And the tags that I left in, I didn't have a hole on them because I felt like, let's just try something new. So that's what I was doing on this one. Let's see. Now, the other point on this is I only printed all 4 pages one time. Do I have enough is going to be the question. You might want to print one of the pages twice. But you know what I could do? Okay, wait, where's this one going? This is going on there, so I don't want that color scheme. It's going to be on there. Could do that, or we could do the purple. Let's put the purple on and edge it with something else. Yeah, that works. Let's just do that, and I'll just put something on there. Okay, make sure you're at the top, Diane. Yes, there's my top. So this is the other envelope that we cut. So we're going to use that as our pocket. And yes, to remind you, these envelopes, if you have junk mail envelopes with the big window, perfect. As I said, I've been making so many that the old junk mail ones that I kept, I don't have any left. So I went ahead and ordered some from Amazon, and I'm really happy with them for a couple reasons. First of all, they're all white, and they have a white inside. Number 2, they're heavyweight paper. They're like a 28-pound paper. And so that works really well. Now, you know what? I could just like notch this. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Look at that. What if I just, no, I'd have to come from that direction. Okay, let me think this through. What do we want to do on that one? Well, first let's edge it. Let's edge the bottoms and the sides. And we could put tape. I didn't get any tape out. Or I just put a little patch right on there and make it look fun. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, wait, here's a little piece. Remember I was telling you keep all the little parts? Yeah, that looks like it's part of the design. There we go. We'll just add it. Make it a little bit bigger than it really is. Then it looks like it was part of my design, right? Yes. See, we use all the pieces. There we go. Okay. Let's make sure this is open. Yes, that looks good. There we go. That fits in there really well. So that's going to be right there. And I think I'm going to do the same thing and do another circle. Let's do that one right there. Ooh, it flies up in the air. There we go. Okay. Looking good, looking good. So I might have to print another page if we're going to cover up the 2 envelopes. But so far, look at that. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. Now, you could make these pockets smaller. You could cut them on an angle. Remember, I'm always telling you, I'm just giving you one set of ideas. Feel free to make this your own. Let's put that there. We got that one glued. I'm going to put this one about right there also. Oh, yeah, I love that I did the blue on that one. And then we've got this. Okay, so we've got 2 parts left to cover. So now we have to make a decision. I'm going to set that up there. Let's put these here and see, do I have enough pieces? And then do I want to do that? Or do I want to do a stencil? I really like how the other stencil came out. And I'm thinking, do I want to do the stencil on the front? And then do this one in there like that. Oh my gosh, look what I did. This was supposed to be under that paper. Well, we'll just have to cover it up. That was supposed to be under. Okay, well, see, you get to see all the mistakes. It's not really a mistake because you really don't want to put that on there then, so you're going to have to do it in this way anyway. Let's see, I think stencil would be too much white with the white on there. Let's stencil this. Okay, I'm going to stop for a minute and go get a stencil. We're at 24 minutes and get a stencil, and then I'll quickly show you how to do that. I've grabbed a couple stencils, and I decided I want to do a color. So I picked Evergreen Bough. And I wanted to just show you one of the ways, again, I have like 70 stamp pads. I've been collecting them ever since they came out from Tim. One of the things that I do is I put Velcro, the one loop on the bottom, so it sticks onto the bottom of my pads. I bought I think I have about 10 of the little handles, and then you buy the pads, right? And I take it off and store it on there. And then the other way that I store all my stuff is I didn't do it this way. I had them all separated, which was crazy. I didn't know where things were. So I went and bought these really fun bags from a bag place. I can tell you what the link is. And I pulled everything that was the same color and I put it in a bag. And then I have these bags then sit in a like a little bin that I slide in and out off my counter. So that's how I store mine, by color. All the same color is in the same spot. You just put that on so that every one of my pads has its own pad. I wish you could be here. Do you like those circles or these circles? I think I'm going to use these circles. And you know what? If I just fold that up and go ahead and do it, then it will look okay. Okay, let's do that. I like this one because it's not all exact same circle size, so it gives you a lot of variety and interest. See how they get much bigger as you go down? See? Yes, that works really, really good. Okay, let's just turn this a little bit this way. Line it back up a little bit, Diane. There we go. I have almost all Stencil Girl stencils. And then this past year, I've gotten some stencils from Temu. And I know there's a big controversy about that. I know that Stencil Girl and some of the other companies are very upset because they're actually stealing their stencils. I think the things that I've chosen on Temu are not knockoffs. They're not stolen designs. At least that's my perception of what I've purchased. So just logging in on my thoughts about Temu. Yes, Temu steals stuff. I know that part. So you have to kind of know what's out in the marketplace. Oh, yes. See how fun that looks? That one's going to be on there. And then we're going to cover this one. So that works there. And now let's go with our little pieces and we will put it all together. Where's that? Oh, that purple was on that line. That's actually kind of fun. Let's put that on the bottom and we'll get this covered. And again, I will mention that I remove the corners. How do you remove the corners, Diane? You just square them off with pieces. That's basically how I do it. There we go. That one's, oh, see, and I just forgot to edge it. Well, it's not going to be edged on the inside, is it? Oh, wait, here we go. Let me pull it down just a little bit. Okay, get that off of there, but that's okay. And then I'm looking at the front cover, so I'm trying to add a lot of reds on this one, just because I think it will work nicely. So let's do, wait, let me edge that. Go in this direction on here, and we'll match that right there. And come in a little bit more, Diane. There we go. I have so much fun designing these kits, writing the Bible studies, and then making them. I am a very blessed woman. I get to spend my retirement time in my passion. And my passion is teaching, showing, encouraging, inspiring people who love junk journaling to, yes, it's fun, do your junk journaling, but spend time with God while you're doing it. Make it count. And so, like I said, I say that I'm a very blessed woman because that's what I get to do. I get to make all these fun things. I get to have new friends on the internet who, yes, I haven't met in person, but they are subscribers to my YouTube channel. They follow, yeah, that's okay. They follow me on Instagram. I'm not really as much on Facebook anymore because I don't know, Facebook's boring. But I have this whole world that talks to me online, and it's really kind of fun because, like I said, I feel so blessed. Oh, yes, look how fun that is. Let's put that purple right there. So, like I said, I'm a very blessed woman, and as we're doing this about prayer, I can't wait to be sharing my experience, my, where's my little scissors? They're there. My thoughts on prayer, my experience, my thoughts, and encouragement to you. So this is exciting. So I hope you will join in this prayer challenge. It's only 7 days. You can do that. What did I just do? Oh, there it is. It's only 7 days, so you can do it. You can jump in. And if you find this series of videos after it's over, it's okay. The most important thing is what? That we stop and, oh, I love this. I love it. Look how beautiful this is. Does this not make you want to spend time in prayer? Yes, it does. And so that's on the card, and that will go there. Yes. Oops, I don't want to get that stuff messed up. Okay. Look, look, look. Yes, let's put some edging around this. I think we're almost done for the basics of the kit. I'm pretty confident that we are. So as usual, you will see another little video of this all put together. Yes, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous, yes. Okay, let's go ahead and glue that down. This is a side pocket, so do I have it as even as it's going to be? Yes. That's done, and let's see, how does that look? Yeah, it looks okay. If I don't like it once I put it down, just use washi tape, right? Washi tape can fix lots of things. Okay, this is another side pocket. Do I want to close that? I think I do. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that together so it'll have more strength to hold it on. And that's just a little bit crooked, so let's trim that, edge it, and then I think that will work. And now we have a nice pocket right here, right? Oh, Diane, look what you didn't do. Duh, 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 duh. See? Okay, so it's going to be all white? No, it can't be all white. I have to glue something onto there. What do we want to glue? Do we want to put a piece of this paper? Or I had a thought. I saw a video from another woman who was doing junk journal stuff. And you know what she did? She used like some writing paper. Hold on. Let me pull my stash. It's kind of close to me. See if I have something. Oh, look at that. That would be perfect. And you know what this is from? This is from Dollar Tree. I think I told you guys a couple months ago about this. They have them back in for school right now. Do I have one? I don't have it sitting here. I'll show you the cover. They're little like journals like this, right? And look how cool they are because they have this place, the cue, the summary, the notes, date and subject. So let's glue that on there. Then there is another spot that I could put some more notes. Yes, yes. Should we do that side or should we do this side? Well, if I have notes, then it's cut off, so let's not do that. Okay, we'll do it that way. So let's add that. And that's a fun finish. The other day I used hymnal paper. So today let's use some journaling paper. So if you don't have this particular paper, just any, okay, let me walk you through how do you get this kind of paper. First of all, you have to go to Dollar Tree a lot, and you have to just look and see what they have. If you have a Dollar Tree near you, yes, because in the school section they have some stuff, and then over in the like office little aisle, I think that's where I found these. I bought a couple when they didn't have them, but with school starting again, I noticed a whole box of them. I think I bought 7 of them, and I shared them with my girlfriends who come here on Wednesdays. So now, see, now look, that works much better. So you flip it up and you could do your journaling. Yes, Diane, much better. Yes, I'm happy with that. Hopefully you're happy with that too. I hope that you can comment if you get this kit and do the prayer study with us, that you would, I wish there was a way I can see. So if you definitely have a channel, or if you're on Instagram, or if you're on Facebook, please let me know where I can go see your work. I would love to support you, and I would love to be able to say, look at so-and-so, look what how she made this kit, because that's just like the coolest part of all. So we're gonna glue that down, and we did pretty good. Oh wait, I just glued it the wrong direction. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Stop, Diane. Stop. Oh my gosh. Good thing I stopped talking for 5 seconds. Yes, because it goes this direction, Diane. It goes this way on this part. I had it on the wrong side. Oh my gosh. That would have flipped me out because I would have ruined the whole paper. I had to redo it all. There we go. Now that part's right. I was just gluing it on the wrong side of the paper. So let me rub my glue off. Okay. I think for the basics of this Faith Windows, yes. It looks wonderful. So see what we've gotten done so far. So now my next steps, I gave you 8 journaling cards this time, okay? And that because I want you to do the study every day. So we could put a bunch of journaling cards in all of these, right? We could stick a bunch of those in there, and I made them all really fun, bright colors. So they also go into each of the envelopes in the back, right? So I'm making this journal before I start the study. So that's what you're seeing from a timeline perspective. Okay, so I haven't done the study, but I will be there we go. See how that's gonna look like that? Yes. Looking great. Okay, I will be adding all this fun stuff and doing all my decoration and getting all my verses on my cards, and you will see that soon. And I hope that you will join in this Bible study and actually do the Bible study with us. Maybe 15 minutes a day, and I will have a video up every morning for the 7 days. And then you watch the video, you do your own journaling, your own research, your own praying, you spend that time with God. Yes, I'm excited. I've gone ahead and done as much as I'm going to do until I start my Bible study, okay? So I just wanted to show you how beautiful it came out. So on the front, I went ahead and added on that tag, the power of prayer, and I added the pretty piece of ephemera, and this came off of the whole Bible study sheet. And I wanted to remind you that I print all this on vellum, which is inexpensive, easy to use, does not take a lot of ink also. And then it just ends up looking like a sticker, which is wonderful. And then I stuck 2 of the cards in there behind this. Let's flip it open. And what I've done, I decided that until I start doing the actual study, I don't know how much writing I'm going to have. So I just wanted to show you, mine's all prepped and ready for me to begin the Bible study. So I've put some of the tags in there. Now, this time in this kit, I did not put the circle to go ahead and punch. And if you want to add fibers, I can still do that. So then I've got all my Bible verse spaces. I added the Holy Spirit there with this little tuck in with the heart. And then pray, I added constant conversation. So I used some of the word fetty. And then I took, oh, you can't see it. Here it is. Pray without ceasing. I put that word fetty on the back of that because that's what goes with this original, the number 1 Bible verse, which is pray without ceasing. And I put the prayer tab on that. So that's all ready to go. And you can still do a lot more things on the back. This is just the basics, okay? And then I've just stuck in some tabs, added intercession and call to prayer. And then I gave you 2 of these new pieces in this kit, and I'm using them as tuck spots. And so I stuck some of the things in there, and I added faith on there. So I added it on the one that I was saying originally wasn't going to have anything, but I think that looks great. And then on the very back, I added the pray. And then, of course, could I tuck something in there? Yeah, I left it. I glued it, with it open, okay? So I am all ready, and I hope that if you're watching this video, you've purchased the kit, you've downloaded, you made your kit, and you are ready to go to start in our 7-day, The Power and Protection of Prayer. So if you've noticed, there are 2 different color schemes and totally different feels for this 7 days of transforming your life with prayer that we're doing, this challenge. And so I wanted to show you just watched how I made the bright kit. Let me grab that real quick. You just watched the whole video. I showed you how I made this one, okay? And I also decided that this would be good, as I mentioned earlier. You could make this for a male or a teen or a teenager because the bright colors are just really pretty. But what if you wanted something a little bit softer? So I made the gorgeous blue, I call the blue flower kit. So I've gone ahead and put that together, and I just wanted to show you what that one would look like if you choose to choose this kit. So again, we've done it's exact same basic structure, just a little bit of different ephemera added little pieces. So there's our prayer with our other beautiful picture of a woman in prayer. And then I've stuck 2 of the cards in there. And then when you open it up, there's our trifold. And some things that I did differently on this with the envelope pieces that were left in this kit. I did the circle notch. This I decided to do an angle, so I angled both of them. So one's taller and one's a little bit shorter. And then I added some gorgeous crochet kind of lace. Just this kit feels like that would work for it. So the same thing is here with the flip up and the card that says pray without ceasing and some of the cards to journal. And then I just added some plain lined paper for the back of that one. And I stuck in some of my tags. And then on the back, I put, on this trifold part, persistence with the green. And on the very back, then I did the Holy Spirit with the other piece of blue stripe. And I put some flowers. Again, it's a flower kit, and it just felt like it would work. So the difference is I did not do any kind of stenciling like I did on this other kit. I ended up just covering with all the paper. So whichever kit you choose, I hope that you make it and then you are ready to go to the next step, which will be day 1 of our 7-day prayer challenge.